in him.
Our Moscow correspondent Steve Rosenberg. Chinese people don't want to marry. That's the hashtag that's been trending across social media in China. Users were responding to an article published by the New York Times that said that marriage rates had fallen to all-time lows. Kerry Allen from the BBC's monitoring service explained how people were reacting to the article.
They've been seeing that this is the sentiment in the American media, that Chinese people don't want to get married anymore. And a lot of people have been saying, yes, I agree with this. This is no longer what I want.
There has been a hashtag, hasn't there? Chinese people don't want to marry. What is it that people are saying? What sorts of reactions have there been?
There have been lots of different reactions, but most of them saying that they agree. There have been some users saying, for example, one user, Gan Zhaoji, says, if I was admitted to a graduate school, then I will be pursuing my dreams, but marriage is no longer a necessity. There have also been social media users saying that the cost of marriage nowadays is too high, so they think that people nowadays would rather live a different life. And then there have been other users saying that they think there's now this strange phenomenon that some men don't want to hear a woman saying that she wants to get married, that a lot of women actually feel that this is the case nowadays, that they don't want to.
There used to be a stigma in China, didn't there, attached to unmarried women, the left-behind women. Has that gone? Are we seeing attitudes changing?
It more or less has gone, yes. A lot of young women nowadays wanting to pursue higher education and rise through the ranks in business rather than be seen as financially dependent on their partners. So this has been a factor that's tied into all this.
And the one-child policy, has that had an impact on how women look at marriage?
Yes, this has also had an impact because for a lot of men, it's almost men now that are left behind because there is such a big gender gap as a result of the one-child policy. The one-child policy has resulted in there being many more men than women. So a number of men just can't meet a partner nowadays within China. So yes, this is also tied into that.
Looking at the social media response, are there many people saying that it's a shame that marriage is in decline?
Yes, there are. There's a lot of people saying that they still think marriage is important. And people do watch soap operas where couples fall in love and they get married. And for a lot of people, this is something that they still aspire to one day. But yeah, there's this poll online that's been big on Sina Weibo, which has asked people if they do want to get married, why that might be. And only 40% said that they thought they would marry for love, whereas a lot of other people said that they do it because their families pressed it on them. Others said they were afraid of being alone. And some simply said that they wanted to get married to prove that they weren't weird or different.
That was Kerry Allen of BBC Monitoring. Now, Debbie has some of the other stories from our